that vibe that they miss. All they talk is homicide, we on the other side of business. This that vibe that they miss. On God, I'm a guy and I slide for the vision. This that vibe that they miss. All they talk is homicide, we on the other side of business. This that vibe that they miss. On God, I'm a God and I slide for the
It's up forever. Go to my body, detoxing metals. I just send love to the tribe, 3 green hearts in the feather. Representing the heart chakra and change on many levels. Balance on my eye, light in the dark, go together. I ride on my neck and the symbol of life. My kundalini rose, I look the dragon out of eye. Through my first eye, see my real life. Not with the hype, know that I am Christ. Lord, chaos, say lie. I'm out here putting in work. Ain't I? Big energy, can't get rid of me. Legacy, see my God is angel wings. I don't do the make believe. Just go inside where I can see. Here to give my people peace, freedom and unity. Manifest I am we in this together as a collective. You feel me? Yeah. I'm in the galactic. Sliding through the cosmos with no traffic. Pull up, my meditation so relaxing. Ancestors talking to me, I got answers. Hello? Yeah. I'm in the galactic, sliding through the cosmos with no traffic. Pull up, my meditation so relaxing. Ancestors talking to me, I got answers.
Don't you know that we've been crowned kings and queens, gods and goddesses, eternal source. Now I need the beams. In between the realms of light and dark, I love the balance it brings me. Close my eyes to open up my eyes to see realms in between. In the skies is where the portal lies, the water is the breeze. Going through stargates at heart pace, the water crystalline. Full light body popping out my skin, how I'm glistening. Meditation really is the key for you to ascend things. J-U-N-K, DNA, it's time to activate. 111, I manifest for all of us to gravitate. 555 to make a change in the present day. 999 completing your soul mission so you graduate. Angelic tones ringing through my phone and I'm not talking Apple. We was chosen for this shit, it was not no ticket raffle. You better take a spirit bath if you feeling bad. Galactic Federation got my back like when you flip a tab. This black I make you freeze up when you feel my aura in the room. Alchemized anti-photons when I look at the moon. I low-key drop the hammer when I'm feeling like Ogun. If I need my waters back in tune, I'm calling on Oshun. All these things outside of you is really all inside of you. All these angles of yourself help you see all the sides of you. Using dark matter cause it really gives a brighter view. Anything you ever gonna need is all inside of you. It's Kiid.
My apologies, family. StreamYard kind of was acting up a little bit, but you already know the vibes. Peace, family. In the Galactic Podcast Radio. You know, as y'all can see, we have a special guest on the screen. So I wouldn't want to start it off by introducing our special guest, Weez the Satellite Kid. Much gratitude to the family. For sure. So as y'all know, this is so-called Black History Month. And so what we are actually here to let y'all know is that this is Native Indigenous Month. You know what I'm saying? We're switching that whole thing. We're changing the narrative, and we actually empowering ourselves, you know, in this, and not really only focusing on just the slavery and the oppression aspect. Me and Weez got a project marked Next. I Love Being Black that we dropped 2 years, almost 3 years ago. And it was about edifying ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's go and get it started. You know what I'm saying? Because
one second real quick, guy, because we ain't gonna have Weez come on here and just slip past this introduction with a yeah, man. We can't do that. You dig what I'm saying? So what I want to ask is, why did you choose your artist name to be Weez the Satellite Kid? What does that mean?
Man, so basically I went by, when I first started rapping, I went by Bishop Snapback by Influence, right? And you know what I'm saying, it was cool for 2 songs, but after that, you know, I switched it to Weez because that's what they called me in school, because it's short for Weasel. And so I was just rapping one day, and in my first line was like, "Imagine I Tear," right? And so like I kept it in there for months right? I kept it in just in my notes for months. And then I was like, I put on a poll on Facebook or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all give me 50 likes, that was back then. Y'all give me 50 likes, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting the song out tomorrow, right? Got the likes, I finished it. And then my first words were, imagine I tell somebody tell me who was messing with the satellite Kiid, placing stars into alignment like the satellite did, pioneer across the atlas like the satellite dish. And so literally it's stuck. And so it's just it's another way of saying, like, when Nas says God's child.
No, for sure.
Okay.
That's hard.
I think he froze up a little bit. Did he freeze?
He froze.
That's dope though. The name.
Yeah, man.
Nah, he definitely dropping the bars too.
Facts.
Quick little taste, right?
Y'all be patient with his family. Get his Wi-Fi to come back.
In the meantime, much gratitude to the family in the building as always. You know, we couldn't do this without the tribe. So much gratitude to anybody in attendance.
I say,
sending you home abundance, joy, and all of that good stuff.
I say.
You did.
And it's a lot of amazing things happening this weekend, or I like to call these rest days. So you know, we tapped in tomorrow on Intergalactic again to as well at the same time, and then y'all know Shadowwork Sundays. On this Sunday, we tapping in with the inner child. So this is actually the beginning. Yeah, this is the beginning of a major party.
Oh,
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Kicking major vibes with the people all weekend.
But get time for bro to come back in. Y'all know how these apps and stuff like to act up here and there. And I don't want to play no song, you know what I'm saying, until you get back. So we can vibe out.
Yeah, man. So I really find that it's intrinsic that we is doing this show because, yeah, like you said, we still have to bring focus back around to this energy. You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't like to give, you know what I'm saying, people like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X they credit. You dig what I'm saying? They part of the ancestors, whether you like it or not. They hold a piece of the puzzle, whether you like it or not. You dig what I'm saying? So we have to continue to reinstill and reinitiate that energy just in a newer way with the knowledge that we have now. You dig what I'm saying? So that we really can help our people shift. You dig what I'm saying? It's very intrinsic.
Yeah. My phone got hot.
Well, it's good to know it wasn't StreamYard. You know what I'm saying?
StreamYard.
But no, you talking that talk though, bro. As far as the aspect of that, we got to bring light to this, and that, you know, the as above, so below. We talk about that a lot. Well, you know, the duality of the aspect of being neuromelanated people living in this planet, or black people, as some would like to call themselves, native indigenous beings on this planet. There's two aspects. So we know we have vibration. We know the esoteric and all this aspect of it, of our history. But like you said, our ancestors on this 3D realm went through certain things that a lot of us try to overlook and run from. And it's real, you know, just like racism is real. Just like, you know, whenever black men or neuromelanated women, you know, get behind the wheel and the police get behind them, that feeling is real.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's real, family, that we had to do this. But y'all ready to get into the music? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get into this native indigenous record, you know, and set the tone. So tonight, me and Weez actually have a project dropping called Legendary, and this is one of the records off of it. And this record actually is me, Weez, and Kai Khalil, and it's called Native Indigenous. You know, that's how we're gonna set the tone. So let's get it. This is gonna be the anthem of the month, of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like all that.
Yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. Come together against the common enemy.
Native, indigenous, future month. This for the tribe who got this us. Put in their face what you hiding for. We more than black, they lie to us. As a collective, we rising up. Tell the enemy the time is up. Somebody tell me who got us up. Nobody speaking up. Ayy, my ancestors wasn't afraid. All they told us is we were some slaves. I learned not to trust what you say. We ain't all come from Africa. Who the people did they take this land from? It's ours, we been in America. That's why they kill us and they bury us. There's no one on this land more powerful. You give life to the life that power you. Peace to the goddess, we need you to come together as a people. I study ancient Kim and ancient Egypt. Everything ain't what you think it is. It make us focus on Africa like America ain't got pyramids. Native, indigenous, future month. This for the tribe who got us up. Put in their face what you hiding for. We more than black, they lie to us. As a collective, we rise up. Tell the enemy the time is up. Somebody tell me who got us up. Nobody speaking up. Deep down in my soul, I'm ready for war. I'm ready to build after we destroyed the system, of course. I ain't have a choice. I gave it black a divorce.
Lately aware of my heritage. Lately been harder to bury it. Heavy that harder to carry it. People flatline with the strand of the air and them Weez, the Devontae, the jeans are comparable. Boy, you feel it, the kid got the flare in them. Where I glow in the dark with the fear in them. Praying and quoting, I'm sipping the spokesman. I'm mentally open. The system be soaking the air out of lungs. Who would I be if I didn't say none? Blessed are the feet that align with the tongue. I do what I say and I say it get done. We need to be on the court. Ignorance we can't afford. No, we can't fail to explore. My people don't know where we from, where we born. There's more than what's meeting their eyes. The truth always covered in lies. What's crazy where most of them reside. Readily trading the truth for the sky.
Indigenous future month. This for the tribe who got us up. Put in their face what you hiding for. We more than black, they lie to us. As a collective, we rise up. Tell the enemy the time is up. Somebody tell me who got us up. Nobody speaking up. Deep down in my soul, I'm ready for war. I'm ready to build after we destroyed the system, of course. I ain't have a choice. I gave it black a divorce.
They told us that we evolved from primates. Is that what your theory is? Nah, my kin come from Syria. We was seated in life through the planet grid. This really USA land, the land of Lemuria, a wonderland. To marry is what an ink is ass. Taking old mix, stored our knowledge in. See the best way for the government to hide our her story is right under our nose. Then they tell us we all came from one place that someone named Afrikaners went and stole. We native indigenous, we native original. They keep digging up our bones. That's why we taking back our home. Native indigenous month. This is a native indigenous life. We taking what's left and making it right. Native indigenous rise. It's God. Native indigenous rise. It's God. It's God. Native indigenous rise. I am what I am. You are what I am now. Native indigenous rise. Native indigenous rise. Native indigenous rise. Baby rise.
Super high fire.
Yeah, man.
Bringing a whole to so-called Black History Month.
You hear me? Native Indigenous Month. You know what I'm saying? Like, we taking everything back. You know what I mean? You know, so yeah, the family lit in the chat right now.
And I ain't even gonna hold you, boy. I ain't never heard nobody name Weez a satellite kid that could rap like a satellite, and I don't even know what that'll sound like, but you did it. You dig what I'm saying?
You hear me?
That's real.
I miss everything though. Like I appreciate you though.
Man, yeah, we was here with it.
No, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And you know the song, so you know, just know the energy, the people, everybody rocking with it. You know, and I mean, yeah, that's just hard how bro just explained that though.
Yeah.
I've never, I don't know what that would sound like, but you did it.
Right, thanks.
Oh
It's
man.
not a satellite.
Oh man.
Hey,
No,
peace
we
to
lit.
God in the building. Peace to the goddess.
I
Holiness,
say.
holiness.
So
Astronomical.
did she go there? You know what I'm saying? So look, let's keep it rocking. So, like we talked about, we created a project called Martin X. You know, I ain't even gonna go too much in on it. I'm gonna just say it's about edifying ourselves and loving ourselves. You know what I'm saying? The project is called Love Being Black. We're gonna start it off with a little bit of footage, a little bit of just a few clips of a few things that we did behind the scenes, and then we're gonna get into some music videos, and it's gonna be a very conscious and neuromelanated black party. You know what I'm saying?
I say.
So let's get it. Martin X on the way.
Love being black.
Ready for the live show.
Breaking down piece by piece.
And R.I.P. Brianna, since the day they shot her. The system violent, we should get violent, do something about it. They did nothing about it, tried to pay their way about it. Like you can put a price on a dead body. R.I.P. Breonna Taylor. No justice, no peace.
It's gonna be dope. I'm down. You got two more next shirts. You got something.
I forgot mine.
Hey, you want to say something to the people real quick? I'm getting a BTS clip.
Yo, what's good, man? We out here in these streets, man. We flexing, you know what I'm saying? God is good, and it's all about positive energy. I love being black. Martin X, go get it.
I don't mean no misdirection. I've been doing little flicks.
Don't need that chain on my neck. You hear me? You know.
I say.
So,
Back.
man, great times. So let's get into it. We're gonna start this off with Stand Down. You wanna speak anything on the process of the video? You know, well, we got to. You know, actually,
Yeah.
we went downtown. We went all type of places, and we shot and we cooked up. And before we got to the video part, we had deep conversations. You know what I'm saying? About things that was going on. You know what I'm saying, in the world and things of that sort, and kind of our feelings and our perspective and how we wanted to portray that. You know what I'm saying? That moment of, you know, wearing masks and police brutality and, you know, all these type of things. So
Yeah.
this is how we were able to project and actually use music in a therapeutic way and also give a message. You know what I'm saying, at the same time.
That's right.
Right.
It's not about right or wrong, good or bad. Ladies, this is what we do, this is what we don't do. I can teach my son that. It's beautiful.
I met after Martin, I'm marching the movement, it's moving, my people get gunned down. Feeling like Malcolm, the mountain, he moving, concluding we don't put the guns down. Praying that God give it to him, the privilege is ruined and don't understand how. And I'm needing a moment, I'm losing the legacy, no, I won't readily stand down. Stand down.
Stand down, stand down,
Stand down, stand down.
stand down, stand down,
Stand down, stand down.
stand down, stand down.
Stand down, stand down.
Good enough. Old model tables turn. Let it burn, let it burn. Let a dead body on the curb. This is not what we deserve. We ain't going out like that. Shooting shots was in the back. Black, black. Tell me what's wrong with that. When karma hit you right back. Black, black. It's time for our people to rise. In the spirit, keep freedom alive. Media full of lies. I never had love for a cop. Militant, we survived through a lot. That turn on, we came to take over the block. You scared of them bullets, but still shooting shots. We see the plot. Cost of freedom is death. Never
I met after Martin, I'm marching the movement, it's moving, my people get gunned down. Feeling like Malcolm, the mountain, he moving, concluding we don't put the guns down. Praying that God give it to him, the privilege is ruined and don't understand how. And I'm needing a moment, I'm losing the legacy, no, I won't readily stand down. Stand down. Stand down, stand down.
Hands up, put the gun down.
Stand down, stand down. Rather unfortunate, I've been feeling like I'm forcing it. I've been hearing, put a fork in it, never been punching it. Heavy-handed when I'm porking it, silence isn't me ignoring it. I'm giving forth to it, Weez, a satellite informative. God giving me the formula, love and according, meditating it. The moral is first, really what a normal is first. Put them in the jacks, take the fathers of respect. Not a narrative of normal, seem like everybody specs. Gun them down and the rest, yeah, they ain't word on the chest. Kick it rich with me innocence, tell me keep it in my chest. I met after Martin, I'm marching the movement, it's moving, my people get gunned down. Feeling like Malcolm the mountain, he moving, concluding we don't put the guns down. Praying that God give it to him, the privilege is ruining, don't understand how. And I'm needing the moment, I'm losing the legacy, no I won't readily stand down. Stand down,
Stand down, stand down,
stand down, stand down.
stand down, stand down,
Stand down, stand down,
stand down, stand down.
stand down, stand down.
I'm just a man, a threat to a man with a gun in his hand. We understand, with a couple demands, not changing the plan. I'm just a man, my people are dying, you won't understand. You know what I'm saying? We're not stopping till we free in the land. I'm just a man, a threat to a man with a gun in his hand. We understand, with a couple demands, not changing the plan. I'm just a man, my people are dying, you won't understand. You know what I'm saying? We're not stopping till we free in the land.
Man, y'all already.
That was heavy, man. Super heavy, especially that last scene. I like that.
Man, every time I watch it, bro, it hit the same way, bro.
I feel like when I was watching, I feel like I was watching a trailer for a Netflix movie, boy.
Nah, that's a perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
Real.
Shit, make you feel like you was like getting into the movie a little bit too, like.
Man,
you know, it's deep because that's really what we wanted to do. We was like, man, like we were just talking about it, it's like, man, we need to send this to Netflix, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to really make jokes about that, you know what I'm saying, that type of stuff. So that's deep that y'all saying that.
We're not gonna act like you wasn't the whole mastermind behind the video though. So
I show much gratitude. No, for sure.
You know, with the video, it's always cinematic.
Yeah, man. That's why like I really feel like conscious music really do bring the duality. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Or just being conscious in general, it really brings the duality back to spirituality. You dig what I'm saying? Like the thing that kept hitting me was when y'all was sitting at the table and the mask kept switching. You dig what I'm saying? Like letting you know that yeah, it's all light, it's all love, it's all peace. But you know, when they got to go, it get there and it get done, and then we get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I sure.
Yeah, no,
that
for
balance.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's deep. Like I say, right now we're gonna have fun, you know, with the music. But it's gonna give this show is just going to elevate when it comes to realness and pureness and the truth and how we all feel. So I think let's see. Let's get into I Love Being Black. How about that? I think that's a good record to go on. Let's go on and transition to that. You know, so this record is a record that Weez brought to me. You know, he had an engineer sent him a beat, a whole bunch of beats. You know, he's like, bro, I got these beats. You know, I'm not really a person you can really play beats around. We're gonna find something, you know what I'm saying, to rap on. So man, we found this mug and
that's my sister, you know.
This man said, Wes, you got some beats? I said, man, yeah, man, I got some beats. He was like, man, you gonna show him? I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna show him. And literally I think we went through like 2 beats, and it was like one of them, it was just like, yo, that's it.
Yeah.
And I was going through a whole bunch of feelings I ain't never felt before. So, you know what I'm saying? And literally, this song came about. Like, yeah.
I say I'm ready to hear it.
I love you all, my sisters and brothers.
Love being black. Love being black. Love being black. Love being black. Yeah. let me elevate the evidence. Way the world, these nerd curl like it's natural, take a breath from me. Breath taking every step, taking those earthquaking quite heavily. How you ground beef, how you free those, serving love nerd recipes. How you making me a better me black man, I appreciate black skin while I walking in black vans. Black fam trying to fill up this black van. Color of Batman, I know back then. You was it back then, it was so whack then, but black man, look at me black man. You was a back man, black route, meaning you pay bros. Your mind is their payroll, you can own some. Then make them pay toll to ride on this payroll. You should own some, then make them pay more. Then give your son gold, you can break curse. Then show your son worth, how much is your son worth? Priceless, even when priceless. No, it's a mind test, you a God test. He got the mic test, so you might test. Well, brother, your greatness black. Black has been the latest black. No ifs, ands, or maybes black. It's certain black. Matter of fact,
I love you all.
Love being black. Love being black.
I love you all.
Love being black.
My sisters and brothers.
Look, watermelon without black seeds. Black family without a black king. Life of a kid with shattered dreams. Tell me what's the difference between 2020 and 16, 19. Still kings, still queens. We fought wars in America. God influence, get the fear of God when you stare at us. Without us, there's no American dream. The inventors of everything. Before picking cotton was born in the land of diamonds. There's power in the truth, so they hear our knowledge. Rise, oh rise, we walking with God. Fighting together cause we tired of dying. Rise, oh rise, they want us to divide. You are the definition of a living God. Say like, we the truth that uncover the lies. This generation won't get stuck in the times. Civil Rose will take a new account. I will. As freedom ring, we want our freedom back. Man, brought music to the soul before we started rap, As the world promoting hate, I love being black.
I love you all.
Love being black.
My sisters and brothers. Don't hate me for asking you. Stop killing one another.
Man. You hear me? Yes, sir. Yeah, so that, like, once again, like I said, we are here to promote, and we were promoting love amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, while the world hating us, we reminding us, to love ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And reminding us that if you don't know that somebody else love you, then, you know what I'm saying? King Cross at the time and Weez, a Satellite Kid, letting you know we love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was that song right there was a piece of art to me. When we did it, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like the fact that the sample already was in the beat, like we didn't even put that in there. It was just already yeah. All right, so let's see. Let's get lit again. Let's go to flexing. So you know what I mean? So I'm gonna let you introduce this record. Nah, I'm gonna let you introduce this record.
So we was done with the project, bro. We was done. DOE done, right? And so me, like, I don't like, Manifest gotta push me to write. Cause once I'm done writing, I'm done writing. Once I start writing, you can't get me to stop. And so, we finished with we just about finished with the project. And then he was like, "Hey, bro, I see the look on your face. What you doing? Like, what you thinking about?" And I came in here with this beat, and he's like, "What you got to it?" And I was like, and then I started doing it for him. He's like, "Oh, this going on the project." I said, "Bro, I don't feel like writing." He's like, "Nah, bro." He said, "I already got my first line." I was like, "Yo," I was like, "All right, bet." And so it took me forever to write to this song. Forever, like, like 2-3 days, but like I'm trying to finish in the first hour.
Forever and living with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Like, because like he said, the project done. So we doing this record and we adding this record, but my verse was done once the hook, y'all finna hear the hook. When I heard the hook, the beat already, when I heard the hook, I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? The inspiration, you already created the inspiration, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But no, but this is a masterpiece. And that last clip that y'all saw at the beginning of the different clips, that's of this video shoot. So we got up at like 4:30, maybe even 3, to shoot this video. We had to pack up, we had to go drive all the way up in the mountains. You know what I'm saying?
Charging speakers and all that,
Oh,
bro.
we took the studio to the mountains. You know, that was the whole idea to you know, yeah. So I'm gonna stop talking before I give away the video. You know, since Weez, you know what I'm saying, gonna put it on me, this video was also directed by the one and only King Manifest. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, what is flexing? You feel me? Like at the end of the day, I wake up every day and flex. You know what I'm saying? So people think flexing is their clothes, their jewelry, you know what I'm saying, designer, all this, but really flexing deep within, you feel me? So we can do it anywhere, bro. We can do it right here.
Don't need no tan on my neck. Got like a fan in my sex. Fell in love with my complexion. I don't mean I'm misdirection. I be doing little flicks. Don't need a thing on my neck. Got like a fan in my sex. Fell in love with my complexion. I said these are my confessions. I've been doing little flicks.
I'm about to live in my roots. Just me a book in the room. The power from knowledge consumed. Out the gate, I'm black. I'm a king. That's a fact. Malcolm with the face tap. Me on wheels cross tracks. RIP like it to me line flat. You will never fade black. I'ma take them way back. Told him that I'm blacker than the 8-track. Fell in love with a melanin. She want a king, not just a man. Told her she might not get mine in advance. She hit my line with an unpopular fan. Living a movie that's not on demand. Trump in the cover, me get out of hand. Switch. Black and gold is drip. My black is gold for real. Black with the gold in my grill. Civil rights, we done force appeal. Switch it up, being black skill. Sex is rapping, I'ma keep it real. Rich the spirit, I be counting it. Flex.
Don't need no tan on my neck. Got like a fan in my sex. Fell in love with my complexion. I don't mean I'm misdirection. I be doing little flicks. Don't need a thing on my neck. Got like a fan in my sex. Fell in love with my complexion. I said these are my confessions. I've been doing real flicks.
Flex. Don't wanna make it complex. I fell in love with complexion. Compensate for disconnect. Marvelous, melanin, carbon, baby. Yo, whatever, little baby. Go bargain with a make look clever, little baby. Get lit, giant legend, little baby. This thing on old. Speculated with expected. My spectrum special with a little vision impaired. Never learned, now I'm eating my vegetables. Nothing special, little vision repair. Wrestle with it, figure photos. So proud, not the one that you mix with the coat. Ooh, multicolor be the code. Black, cause we broke. Black, till we croak. Complimented 10 toes on the guard, yeah. I ain't moving around godless. Black lungs got the guy with. I be hearing many pressure. I don't ever put complexion over God, man. I just know I sit in God. Flex.
Don't need no tan on my neck. Got like a fan in my sex. Fell in love with my complexion. I don't mean I'm misdirection. I've been doing little flicks. Don't need a thing on my neck. Got like a fan in my sex. Fell in love with my complexion. I said these are my confessions. I've been doing little flicks.
Oh man, Weez is out. He'll be right back. You know what I'm saying?
Shame.
But just to tell, matter of fact, I'm gonna have him tell y'all, so y'all can kind of give y'all a review on the video. Then when he get back, I'm gonna have him tell y'all what them dominoes mean and
I
why it
was
said,
just wondering.
why it said what it said. You know.
Yeah.
Man, I was in the mountains flexing.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
big
really
up,
I
bro.
really like the humilitous indigenous flex. You dig what I'm saying? Because when I was rapping that song, I kept like my mind kept going back to like nature. And before we had buildings, before we had clothes, before we had all these different industries and things like we was wearing animal skins and leaves.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm saying? Our flex was literally us glistening under the sun. You dig what I'm saying? Our
yeah,
skin having fractals like diamonds and stuff like that. Like when we walk in nature, our presence was felt throughout everything in nature. You dig what I'm saying? So I really think that's what that song encapsulated for me and us being native indigenous and you know what I'm saying, really having this black gold.
Sure.
No, for sure, bro. Really having this black gold, you feel me?
I'll say.
King send the video. Flex got to be an internal vibration.
Why you? What's up, G? What happened?
My phone keep getting hot. That must say temperature. Please cool down.
Bro, it's cold in Arizona. I don't know what they doing.
Nah, StreamYard will do that to the phone every once in a while. I was experiencing that when I was going live from the phone with StreamYard.
So look, Weez, I told him we gotta wait for you to get back. So I want you to tell him what the dominoes mean.
Oh, you was carrying them in your pocket the whole video too?
Yeah, the whole video. So like we was talking trash. We was talking trash to each other. You told him about us, you know what I'm saying, being in the same living space, right?
Nope, not yet.
All right, can I?
Let's go. Let's get it.
Look,
We in
so we was in
flow.
the same. So we was in the same living space for a while, right? So me and mine, him and his, right?
During the time of mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The razzle dazzle.
So the razzle dazzle,
Yeah,
right?
they put the
During the
razzle
razzle
dazzle on
dazzle, right? And so we was talking our trash, they was talking they trash, and we started playing dominoes, and we used to get loud.
Get
We
lit.
get loud.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and Manifest, like we expert. We expert domino players. That's what we do. Slamming dominoes.
And expert
15. You
trash
know what I'm
talkers
saying?
too. You know what I'm saying?
15, 20. You know what I'm saying? 5. Like, and so my son was probably like
Say
2 or
five.
3. 2 or 3 at the time. And this man is watching this stuff, bro. And this man has not let go of them dominoes ever since that moment.
Bro.
So literally, this man is 5. So it's been like 2, almost 3 years. This man has been carrying these dominoes everywhere he goes. He wants to take them to school. He wants everywhere he go. He wants to take them dominoes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
You know. And truthfully, bro, like when we was doing everything we was doing, this video, everything we was doing was with our family. Like,
Yeah.
we was living in the same house. So we shooting these videos, but we coming from the crib and we going back to the crib. And even when it come to money, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all videos cost money. So we even in the house having the man, look how we talking to we both in the living room talking, then we both gotta go meet with our wives. All right, bro, let me know what she say. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Thanks, bro.
Strategizing.
Hey, real talk. Just being real, like what Kyle was
And
saying.
was that that was during the same time Azalea had just found out she was pregnant not too long ago and everything. So we was just like we was living.
Yep, the whole idea is that it was real.
Golly,
that's yeah, it was real. And me being just to go here a little bit, I'm a germaphobe, super germaphobe. So before before these things happened, so before the razzle dazzle happened, so when that happened, I'm in the house going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Lysol crazy. I'm damn near got my mouth covered in the house. I gotta wait till I get in the room and take mine off. So it's just me by myself. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about who did what. We'll talk about that later on. But I know that your wife can agree. She's here. So I know she can agree. I'm gonna tell her later. I ain't gonna tell her nobody yet.
We'll see. We'll see.
We just say, you know, everybody had that person in the family that they were scared of doing that to them, and you know, he did it to us. Pause. You know.
Oh man.
So, I think from this aspect, so we talking about the family, the household, the goddess. Let's go to "Let Me Fight for You." And so you feel now I even forgot about it, you know. So with "Let Me Fight for You," if you can kind of explain how the beginning of that song conversation happened. I wasn't even. I was in the restroom. I wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll say this: we made a dope song, and they rejected it. They rejected the chorus, and so I was hurt on the way to work. And that's how "Let Me Fight for You," just like the rework of it happened. And then he had his verse, I had mine. And then like I was like, man, I need like an intro or something, bro. It needs something. And then I was like, hey, yo, Zay, do it. And she was like, nah, she didn't want to do it. I was like, come on, bro. And
which is his wife.
She was so against it. And then so I talked to his lady, and I was like, well, like just all you gotta do is say it one time or something. Like all you gotta do is say it real quick. And then I put the phone like a distance from us, and then I asked the question, and then she everything she said was genuine, like from the heart. And I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, me and my friends, I listen to them. I'm like, damn, baby, you said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know?
You mean that?
You know? And so what I'm gonna do instead of yes, family. So these records that we're playing right now are available on all platforms. Type in Martin X, I Love Being Black. My name used to be King Cross, so it's under King Cross and Weez the Satellite Kid instead of King Manifest. But go run the numbers up for show. So we're gonna play the performance, bro. You with it?
Hey, look, I'm with it.
All right, let's get it.
All right, so what makes you feel protected?
I would say what makes me feel protected is knowing that my husband is super calculated and, you know, like every move he makes, he has me in mind.
Let me fight for you. Give my life for you. Let me fight for you. Give my life for you.
You are a queen and I am a king, you know what that means.
Let me fight for you.
What you need, I sacrifice me, take one for the team.
Give my life for you.
Not alone, we know that you're strong, but they got it wrong.
Let me fight for you.
Protecting the throne, I'm locked in my zone, they come in my home.
Give my life for you. Too many worries to be worried about police. I've been contemplating shit I own be a piece. Barricaded, better beat the disease. And I bear a burden of a secret of peace. If you did respect, then expect to unleash. A bit obsessed with the old lady flower. The power to put the pep in the black man. Turn a black seed to a flower. Listen is literally overlooked. I hear you, it's literally overcooked. Awaiting the moment we asking how. Humidity feel like a superpower. Put $1 million man and I'm so indebted. Put $1 million in your hand and some extra credit. Cater to you cause it's destiny. Guess I'm gonna eat that celery. Let me fight for you.
Let me fight, let me fight.
Give my life for you.
Give my life, you know I die.
Let me fight for you.
Let me fight, let me fight.
Give my life for you.
Give my life, you know I die for you. You are a queen and I am a king, you know what that means.
Let me fight for you.
What you need, I sacrifice me, take one for the team.
Give my life for you.
Not alone, we know that you're strong, but they got it wrong.
Let me fight for you.
Protecting the throne, I'm locked in my zone, they come in my home.
Give my life for you.
I give it all, target practice for you, I kill them all. Black queen, the vaccine ain't taking off. The line's been crossed, way past the time to talk. You are not alone in your walk. You are not unprotected. I was taught how to empty a weapon. Down for our queens, I hope you get the message. Time to change. Everybody need a gun to bang. I'm here to tell you it ain't fun and games. Situation where this white man was following my wife. He was only saved by the grace of Christ. R.I.P. Central playing into mirror rights. Breonna Taylor, another queen lost her life. Rise, black man. You a symbol of God, black man. Our queen's been abused since back in. I'ma stand as a man. They want us to change the narrative. This is being black in America.
Let me fight for you.
Let me fight. Let me fight.
Give my life for you.
Give my life, you know I die.
Let me fight for you.
Let me fight, let me fight.
Give my life for you.
Give my life, you know I die.
Oh man,
Big energy.
yeah, these songs hitting different, man. I ain't heard them in a minute. Watching these mothers is hitting different.
So I'm sure it's just like a trip down memory lane for y'all in certain respects too. So that's dope.
Man,
Yeah,
what?
for sure.
It just seemed like I heard that song before, and I ain't never even heard it before.
Low key, I felt the same word.
That's serious.
No, that's deep.
But nah, you definitely gonna have to. I'm trying to see what happened with the, you know what I'm
I
saying?
knew you was gonna say it.
The guy you sent to Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's up with that.
Well, I guess he could have got sent to Christ, and I guess I wouldn't be here on this podcast.
Right.
Maybe, who knows, But so this is what happened. I don't know if y'all heard the line, but
I had front row seats to this story.
Yeah. And Wes is somebody that has front row seats to my life and knows that I have came a long way, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to my anger and ready to just retaliating and really snapping out, especially behind my wife.
Yeah.
So man, we had to it's deep because Wes to tell you, we to tell you, I ain't gonna lie, my wife don't go nowhere without me. Yeah. That's just how I am. For years, it's been like, so, but this one time I'm resting, I'm tired, and I'm kind of resting, but she wake me up to tell me she's leaving, and she's like, you gonna go? And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. And then I was like, nah, I'm gonna go. It had to be like intuitive, you know what I'm saying? So she go to Fry's, it's kind of like, it's basically a grocery store. She goes to the grocery store, she go in the parking lot, she kind of cut somebody off. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. She wasn't trying to, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got a big car, big Grand Marquis, she driving this, so she cut him off, whatever. He follow her though, and she kind of like, my bad, but he follow her. And she tell me, like, this car is still following me, so I don't know if he followed me, but he block her car, he block our car in. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind, he can't see me. My seat is laid all the way back. So, because I'm still like kind of resting. I'm up, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm laid all the way back. So it looked like it's just her driving. He blocked off the back of her car, but she wouldn't be able to back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, block her off. She don't get out the car. I get out the car. This fool burn off. I'm in slides with no socks. My wife say by the time she get out the car, she don't see me at all. She see one of my slides. I tried to catch the car. The nigga was gone. I almost caught him too. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, on foot.
When Kate first told me this story a minute ago, I was like, wait, so you was out there chasing this man barefoot, like Cucamonga cracker killer style, like, yeah.
Hey, it was funny.
And it was a cop right there. It was a cop at that store. Always a cop. So it was like.
My man was not playing.
All over the place.
My man got on straight toe timing, man. I was about to track that movie down.
Bro, one of my slides was under somebody's car, bro. We had to find it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me I almost caught him. Now, facts, family, facts.
They say you went past Black Air Force One status. You went to straight Blackfoot status. You know,
it's funny, bro, because everybody know what that feel like, bro. Everybody know what that feel like. You can take off running full speed and slides. You know the mugs is behind you flipping in the air.
Yo, okay, right.
For real.
Oh man.
My man was about to toe tag him with the toes out.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey, Pastor Kiid knows. She know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Right, man.
Damn. I appreciate you for having me share that story.
Yeah,
I told him that was way before you just started saving people from whole malls and stuff.
Yeah, that's that King Cross real
That's a whole
walk,
nother
huh?
situation. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like West them, they used to think I was crazy, bro. Like I'll be in the house talking about all type of stuff. Like we got to prepare for this, we got to prepare for that. Like, bro, calm down, bro. I'm like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Oh man. And thankfully at that time I didn't have a firearm.
Yeah, bro.
I wasn't mentally. I didn't need to have his windows, everything back as a seat. I'm grateful that I didn't have a firearm at that time. I didn't even mean to say what I just said to y'all about different spots of the cars. So look, on this type of energy, let's transition to No Justice, No Peace. You feel me? This is one of Weez's favorite records. One of his wife's favorite records. A lot of people's favorite record, actually, off the project. Weirdly, not mine. It's not my favorite record. My
Bro,
favorite record.
I had no part in this song. He just told me to do my part. He came to me. He was like, "Yo, this is going on the project." I said, "I don't know, bro. I don't know," because I'm very honest. Like I don't hide it. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Man, bro, this song came together so beautifully. I was like, golly, like this project couldn't even be done without it. Like, bro, I think I don't know between this one and Flexion, I don't know which one got more love, bro. It's almost like I felt like we almost should have did a video to it.
We still should. That's why your wife been on our neck about different things. She constantly keep bringing it up. It don't matter how many years go by, she bring it up because we we're gonna shoot a movie to it. We're gonna manifest that with the energy of the family. Y'all, tap in alignment with us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make that happen. Our only thing is getting in the way is funds, and money ain't finna be a problem real. So it ain't a problem now. You know what I'm saying? We manifesting that right now. Everybody on this panel and in the chat, we are abundant. You know what I'm saying? Like this our year. This our year for sure. So let's get into it. So this song is called No Justice, No Peace. He is Martin, I'm Malcolm in the process. Bro was ready to go, maybe go in a ride, and kind of like not a ride, but a protest. And I was more of a riot, type of nigga. He want to protest, I want to riot, I don't want to talk. I just want to do things physical, and that's how I felt at the time. And so, but he had that aspect too. That's what was so dope. We both had parts of each other. Like he was like, damn, should I get a gun? Should I? He not even thinking, never thought about that. You know what I mean? So
I mean, I don't know if this is in the show material, but like the whole concept was like Martin and Malcolm, those are our personalities. And what he was telling me during that period is like as they started getting to the end of their life, they became more like each other.
Exactly.
But literally, like that's been us.
Yeah. Now, facts. Look at me today, and he's more aggressive now in his approach in his life, and he's more, and I'm more chill and more. Has literally played itself out, and it continuing to play itself out. You know what I'm saying in life. Next thing you know, Weez gonna be chasing somebody in slides. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh man, but let's get into it, man.
Hopefully, my knees.
That nigga say he gonna take yourself out.
Yeah,
Room full of kids, I got a buzz with the bees. A leader gon' come with a feed, don't blame me for cheap. Breaking down piece by piece, screaming no justice, no peace. Now tell me what's free, using my freedom of speech. We gon' take it to the streets, swept up with the heat. We ain't calling the police, they understand cause they weak. A room full of keys, I got a buzz with the bees. A leader gon' come with a feed, don't blame me for cheap. Breaking down piece by piece, screaming no justice, no peace. Now tell me what's free, using my freedom of speech. We gon' take it to the streets, swept up with the heat. We ain't calling the police, they understand cause they weak. Feeling like Huey, I'm feeling like Nat. Feel like a king, I feel like I'm black. Feeling betrayed, a stab in the back. Heart full of rage, I'm weighing the fat. Violence taking, looking over where I'm at. Praying to God, the world moving fast. Calling my mama and she on the fast. Had to turn around, can't forget my mask. And play with the system, labeling us gorillas. Damn bunch of killers, better get a pistol. Has my opinion, ain't nobody really with a bigger picture. Snapping like a bitch. Look in the mirror and see what you heard. Stand by your brothers, stop walking in fear. Trapped in hell, but heaven is near. Say it this time, we tired of the church. Guns up, love vote, we pull up, we love us. Nothing up, Lord, who can we trust when they killing us? They adding up, slap us up, shoot us up, they scared when you Now it's up, put your lighters up for the lost ones, that's it. Guns up, love vote, we pull up, we love us. Nothing up, Lord, who can we trust when they killing us? They adding up, slap us up, shoot us up, they scared when you Now it's up, put your lighters up for the lost ones, that's it.
Supposedly, I poke it at openly. Look, baby, don't overthink emotionally. Till you dispose of me. Keep the composure, please. I pose the press and smoking in ovaries. But love when I'm over keys and optimist. Meaning I'm over believing. I'm breathing heavy like I'm over this season. Slow and steady, I'm controlling my reason. And reason being, I won't give them a reason to black back. Bullets bother my being in black. Father no longer leading them. One wish I could never ever show my son fear. Number two, use wisdom when you're standing here.
Guns up, love vote, we pull up, we love us. Nothing up, Lord, who can we trust when they killing us? They adding up, slap us up, shoot us up, they scared when you Now it's up, put your lighters up for the lost ones, that's it. Guns up, love vote, we pull up, we love us. Nothing up, Lord, who can we trust when they killing us? They adding up, slap us up, shoot us up, they scared when you Now it's up, put your lighters up for the lost ones, that's it. Full of keys, I got a buzz with the bees. A leader gon' come with a fee, don't play me for cheap. Break it down piece by piece, screaming no justice, no peace. Now tell me what's free, using my freedom of speech. We gon' take it to the streets, strapped up with the heat. We ain't calling the police, they gun us down cause they weak. Room full of keys, I got a buzz with the bees. A leader gon' come with a fee, don't play me for cheap. Break it down piece by piece, screaming no justice, no peace. Now tell me what's free, using my freedom of speech. We gon' take it to the streets, strapped up with the heat. We ain't calling the police, they gun us down cause they weak.
Peace, floating back to peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got a special chemistry on the track together, man, for sure.
I appreciate you, G.
Yeah, y'all compliment each other's style well.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
That Marion and Malcolm frequency, man.
I was about to say on some music shit though, you know, you can feel it.
Well, truthfully, you know, it's the brotherhood projecting on the music, because in real life, that's who we are. So if we go somewhere and, you know, some weird shit happen, you know, I mean, 90% of the time, I'll be the one snapping on somebody, not Wes. Even if it's in the sake of me, him, I don't care if it's his kids. I don't care. I don't you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so that, you know, and then when it comes to me not doing something stupid, he's that person like, hold on, bro. We don't even gotta do all that. We can just get in the whip and go to the crib. It ain't even necessary.
We just chill, bro.
You know, like so it's like you know, that real balance in real life, you know what I'm saying? To the point of, you know, it obviously ends up, put it like this, he would actually make me mad, bro, with how unserious that he would be. You know, I'm like, bro, you don't care about nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but really now I live in that sense of peace.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like that's pretty deep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm learning the balance of what I need to actually get attention.
That's deep.
So,
It's like black. They in the chat, man. Say, stop playing,
bro. That's what's crazy, bro. So literally, we made Stand Down, and this man said black, and I was like, bro, we need to say that the entire track, bro. So he's like, he said black, and I was like, bro, that like is what I don't always say catchy things, but when I hear them, I'm like, yo, you got to do that. I know exactly what goes on. So I was like, bro, I hear it. Like I can hear it. Like I can hear people saying that, and that's exactly what happened. That man was, yeah, that was. That's what your pop said too. He was like, yo, that's money.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no, for
not
sure.
not now I know what he meant in Native Indigenous when he said I get that black a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Now I know what he mean.
Mhm. Yeah, because that's what people know. They like they're going to be expecting me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like because that was so. I mean, all the babies. You know what I'm saying? Bro's son, what he walking around black. I'm talking about
That was
bro.
I love being black. He was like black in the background.
And bro, it was so iconic, bro, to see this baby walk around. That's how he posed. That's how a child supposed to be raised. He walking around talking, "I love being black." You know, he walking around. He walking around saying, he telling me that my wife, his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my wife. You know,
Bro, I remember.
And that's deep because think about it. Like where we come from. You know, you're not really inspiring to have a wife or seeing that. So
Exactly.
he's seeing
That's
two
rites of
men.
passage.
You know, I say. So it was a very powerful time as well in the household and behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like the process of that moment. We first of all we created amazing music in this time, but also like that the relationship that was built. I've been knowing, bro. We then our first time living together. You know what I'm saying? We lived together before we had wives. So it's not like that was our first time living together, but that experience it shaped our like how I look at bro in a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? Like having to go through some because the whole world went through it at the same time. We all went through. So imagine we in the household. It's two families going through this thing. That's technically two different households in one house. And we didn't never have no arguments. I mean, me and him we're gonna have some brotherly debates.
We
We had one argument. You're right. What?
It was a couple. It was one in particular. I tell this story, and then I was upset with my wife, right? And so I come home. I come from work. I'm working 12-hour shifts Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you know what I'm saying. Like if I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of that is overtime. You know what I'm saying. So I can get bread very quickly, right? And so if I come home and this house is dirty, I'm upset. I'm irritated because I'm gone the entire day. You only have one kid. It's not. We got three now. You have one kid, and I'm upset. I'm lacking understanding. All of that, right, bro? And I'm cleaning up, bro. Cleaning out the refrigerator, man. I was like, who plated this? Y'all not gonna eat it. Threw it away. Threw it away. And next thing I know, we sitting on the couch. Like I'm satisfied because I threw away this stuff. And like, yo, I cleaned up the house. I'm doing my job as a husband, bro. I didn't throw away this man manifest food, bro. Like this man has to eat at every couple of hours because it's like just not eating meat it's a whole different ball
At
game.
that time, yeah, I was real.
This before I even stopped, like a whole different ball game. And so it was like, bro, this man was so hot, bro. So hot. I was like, I felt bad. I was like, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. He was like, my bad. Bro.
My bad ain't bringing my food back.
Bro, my bad was not enough at all, bro. It was not enough. And I was like, bro, that was like our first, like, really, like, you know
We
what I'm
talking
saying?
about in years though. We
Yeah.
talking like it took probably 7 years for us to get into an argument.
I'd be sick too if somebody threw my apples in the compost bin. I'm
Bro,
about to
and
eat
look,
that, man.
bro, it was food my wife cooked too, and she ain't finna cook
Yeah.
again right now.
Right.
So I'm like, I was
And
I
it
was
tastes
like,
better when it's been sitting in the refrigerator for a little
hey,
bit
man,
to warm
hey,
back up.
I'm one of them people. I'm like that too, G.
Bro,
Yeah.
hot, bro. And then my wife was like, why you throw the man food away? I was like, why?
You like I ain't meat.
I made a joke to him about that recently. I was like, I love living in my own place, bro. I was like, can nobody throw my food away? So I was just messing with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Man, that's hilarious.
But let's keep it rocking, you know what I'm saying? With the young music. This definitely memory lane type of episode as well. This whole thing is memory lane, except a few new records. But we're gonna get into Blackout. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about this because this nigga roll had me like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that with Black Master, the black and the black. I was like, my nigga, what are you doing on the record? You know what I'm saying? Like he started snapping. You know what I mean? So this probably one of my favorite records on the project. It's not like the most single type of project. You know what I'm saying? For like radio, but just like the lyrics and the way that we decided to deliver what we delivered, to me is like epic. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be able to rap on this, to be honest, truthfully. You know, so this is called Blackout.
He was mad. During this song. I remember I was mad at my wife and I was trying to fight through it. And you was like, "Man, don't even worry about it. Let's write this song, bro. Let's write this song, bro." I was like, "All right, man, bro." And I went straight in there. I didn't even talk, so I went straight to the mic. And
no, that's why he spazzed, bro. But when y'all heard this verse, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, you know, we was hurt for a minute when we dropped this project. We was like, man, niggas ain't doing this. You know, we was kind of like, it's like, we're like, bro, y'all listen to that, because like this one of them records. Like, you know, this like a black record, a record about, you know, being black and all that could go into like a cipher. You know what I'm saying? Or something like.
Who you know make a whole EP with similar with two of the hooks similar, and you can't tell unless you just, you know what I'm saying, unless you made it. Nobody said nothing. I didn't even realize till months down the line.
No, facts. I never realized it till now. So yeah. Let's get it. Once again, these songs I'm playing right now on all platforms, family. Martin X, I Love Being Black.
Go run that up.
Yes, sir.
Just different.
Dabble with black magic, I'm better than Black Jackson. Babble with black God, I'm blacker than black passion. Fit with a black passion, and pit with a black magic. I'm still with a black passion and blacking like black ways. Even like black skin, embracing my black lips, embracing my black flower, preparing my black kid. I'm blacking like outfit, big black like outlet. I should have been black blood, considered a black guilt. Sound like a black diamond, considered a rare gem. Legend like blacksmith, some hate with a black mix. Sick of my Kool-Aid and sick of my mama jip. Jigging the black music, if even fair skin. Black with black cash, to the lower than black tins. He blacking up black sins, that dwelt in a black tent. The tension from being black ain't come from the black men. Just embrace being black, my friend. Love being black. 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 Love being
blackout. Take it back many years ago when we owned our land, kids and queens of gold. From an African tribe, I'm dying to know. We the guys to the earth and it ain't exposed. Black king get murdered trying to play that role. And that turn on with a burner, we ain't slaves no more. Rooted to the core, can't deny our soul. Black Wall Street, American stole our black gold. We didn't need vodka, we done went back. Realigned the neighborhoods and gave us crack. Bunch of black millionaires is payback. Real rapper, blacked out, you see black. Flat tops, dope locks, I'm so black. When it's famous, type of love, we need that. Black king protect his family with black gas. Growing up and play games, you see black. Love being black, love being black, love being black, love being love being black, love being black, love being blackout.
Yeah, feel me. Yes, sir. Let's take it back a million years ago when they owned our land, kings and queens of gold. What's my African tribe? I'm dying to know. We the gods of the earth, and it ain't it ain't exposed. Black king get murdered trying to play that role. Nat Turner with a burner. We ain't slaves no more. Deeply rooted to the core, can't deny our soul. Black Wall Street, America stole our black goals. Come on, man. Oh man, we evolved and we done went back, redlined our neighborhoods and gave us crack. A bunch of black millionaires is paid back. Real rap, I black out and see black. King and queen, that type of love, queen and slim, that type of love, we need that. Run up and play games, you see black. Come on, bro. Like, what are they doing? They not, bro. I had to spit that out. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't know it went that hard, Weez. I ain't know.
Nah, you knew. Say now.
I just remember when we did it, bro. We start off
start off talking about how we love being black, and we end how we love being black. That was like a sandwich. It's like love yourself from the beginning to the end. Love yourself, regardless of what middle. Yeah.
So
I just that we can do it purposely. It just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, all I heard was flow state in that song, man. I was everywhere. I was in Africa, boy. I was in the Congo, boy. I was in Jamaica, boy. I was down the street in the hood too. You know what I'm saying? Like
everywhere and nowhere.
Facts.
Nah, for sure.
Like I seen everybody from everywhere saying that, saying the chorus.
Now that's deep.
Shit.
So let's see. So we got one more record that we're gonna get into off the new projects. Y'all heard the Native Indigenous record, and then we got the this other record which is called Legendary. And then after that, we're finna get into some real dialogue. We're finna really, really tap in on certain aspects. We kind of gave y'all a good foundation, but we're finna really tap in. So this record is called Legendary. Me and Weez have a lot of conversations about, taking care of our family and, really using our passions to really elevate our lifestyle in a way where we can leave generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and we already know that we are already legendary. The world may not just know it yet. And so we have these type of conversations, and when we do music in that context. We are doing music and competing with whoever somebody would call a legend. We're so yeah. And I love the record so much because the hook is something that when you wake up, it's one of them. Like I wake up legendary. Like I don't gotta prepare my song. I gotta put on certain clothes and I'm legendary. It's like, so the way he did the song, and just know a TikTok challenge is coming, for this record as well.
Sure.
You got anything to say, Weez? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you created the hook.
I mean, yes, that's it. Wow. It just reminded me. My wife just texted. But like, so
she's not want you to tell us, bro.
My bad. You know me. I know. But yeah. That's what I wanted to embody. Like my daily life is like I wake up. Every time I wake up, it's like, bro, you legendary regardless of if you believe it. In this moment now, that isn't the fact that you're legendary is still there, whether you're deciding to walk in there or not. And so even when it's talking about, I got wealth with me. That's literally what I'm talking. I wake up legendary, and I everything that comes from me is wealth, right? And in order for me to move legendary, I must be focused. And so for me, it's like, I do all of this. I'm legendary for the folks, for the crowd, and so like that's kind of yeah.
Sure, let's get it.
It's just different.
Hopped out the bed, legendary like whoa. Pockets on, ooh, get him Terry, yo. Laser line focus like I'm sitting with the scope. Minimum reason I get it. For the top out the bed, thoughtful I'm off for these thoughts in my head. Legendary boy, I said what I said. Legendary where I talk to my kids. Legendary when I lean for kiss. Shawty say I'm legendary, then the biggest like Kendrick or Bezos. I'm bred for this case, so when sandwich I pay some, but the payment is payment. I know when with cement. Know that my wisdom imperative. Know it's gonna take me a prayer deal. Know that I'm guarded by seraphim. Too many not knowing who Sarah is. I'm trying to get me some Sarah Lee without any moments comparative. My walk is my walk, I'm aligned and talking. Just know I'm not changing my narrative. My kids looking up, got no time to be playing. I do the same, got no time for invaders. I'm plotting and scheming, that principle majoring. Any this clarity, clearer than cable. I'm trying to break them unbreakable curses. Whole lot of work, but a whole lot of worth it. Whole lot of perks, but a whole lot of purpose. Legend. Hopped out the bed, legend. songs. Ooh, get him Terry, yo. Laser line focus like I'm sitting with a skull. Minimal reason I get it. For the folks.
On the move like diesel with a full tank. I'm vibing high, I'm in space like what is a plane. I don't need salt, still drip like a broken sink. I'm dope mini funk like a coca leaf. Lessons running down like an ocean when I overseas. 432, I'm in line with the frequency. A businessman, I am outside of the industry. Dapper Dan ain't gon' try to take it, but you know it's me. In my own lane, flying up bar. Used to lose, now I'm winning. Without coach cars. I just hit a 3 Vince car. This is how I get started. Sniper man gotta find my target. They won't smoke, well I'm one of the martyrs. Independent with the tribe, no bargains. Legendary like Jordan at the car heating up like 2 suns on the planet. The way the 808 bang, I'm going down with a can. On the real, we'll never sink ship. I'm the captain. I'm out of my space, somewhere galactic. I can't hear the message. All I hear is static. The next generation, I'm giving my passion. No talking about trap in a popular fashion. More like the truth to enlighten the masses.
Hopped out the bed, legendary like whoa. Pocket songs. Ooh, get him Terry, yo. Laser line focus like I'm sitting with the skull. Minimal reason I get it. For the folks.
Yeah, every song vibe, bro. On an empowering level, you did what I'm saying. No matter when you want to play the song, what time, if it's late in the day, you know what I'm saying, early in the morning, like it keep you on that frequency. I rocks with.
Yeah, that hook gave me like Kendrick vibes a little bit. I like that.
No, for sure, I can see that.
I like that.
No, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's crazy about that song, right? That song was like a year old.
Dang,
because Transcend music video, remember we was going between Transcend video and Legendary. We was trying to see which one we was going to shoot. And that song got made like 2 months before we even shot the video. So that song was made in 2020, at the end of 2021, maybe type stuff. Or no, somewhere around there. Like it's been a minute. You know. So
it was because it was around Jordan came down here.
Exactly. On New Year's.
Whenever Azalea had just had the baby, and he was trying to, It was a lot. There's a lot going on.
Let me get this right. Think bro went out. Can you hear us? I think you tapped out for a second.
Oh yeah, you know how that signal is here. T-Mobile on show, nigga, no love.
For sure. So at this moment, first I want to do something that y'all probably not. Well, I mean the tribe used to, but you might not be used to, Weez. But before we open up on this conversation, I'm being led to play the singing bowl. I'm gonna play the singing bowl first before we go into this dialogue. Just to open our heart space and to kind of clear the energy, even if that music, maybe made you feel a certain type of way, because that makes sense as well. From to clear that energy and bring you back to a balanced place, so we can actually dialogue. You know what I'm saying about it.
Yeah.
I say. I know this is different for Intergalactic. We don't normally do that. And actually, before we get into the questions, Weez almost got away with our rapid fire. Rapid fire. So at this time we're going to do rapid fire really quick. and then we'll move from there. So let's get it for rapid fire. You know the vibes. So in this segment, we will be asking you three questions. Each one of us have a question for you. You will have a certain amount of time to answer the question. You know what I'm saying? These questions are based off of you, off of your music, off of what you stand for, off of things that you may have spoke on, off of, you know what I mean? So it's definitely meant to feel like pressure. You know what I mean? But you know, you can do this with no pressure. You feel me? So I'm gonna start out. So oh yeah, so also whenever I play the video, it's gonna mute you. So for you to be able to respond, you gotta unmute. So once I start playing the video, it's gonna show you, you know, like basically your timer, click unmute so you can start talking so we can hear you.
All right.
So my question is, hold on, let me turn this off. All right. So my question is, being that you desire change for your family, no, being that you desire to change your family's life through music, what drives you to continue to make positive music and not compromise for a check?
Oh shoot. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
All right, bet. So what strives to make me change? What strives to make me keep making positive music?
Yep.
Bro,
What drives you?
Yeah, what drives me. So for me, it's like,
nah, we're gonna do this right. So, because I want to make sure you understand the question. So, so what drives you to make positive music, like to continue to make? Because obviously you're doing this. One of your desires is to change your family life financially and things of that sort. So, what drives you to not compromise and go make like, you know, ratchet music or music about killing people or anything that you can make that we know that's tends to go viral? What makes you stick to your gut and make high vibrational or positive, godly music?
from, I guess, do I speak now or wait till the timer come on?
No, go now. The candles are going out.
So basically, I do it because for me, it's kind of like I got to be example for my son. I don't want my son being the typical black. You know what I'm saying? So in order for him to not be the typical black, I gotta continue to not be the typical black. I have to basically lead by example, and so that's kind of why I keep on doing it. Especially the fact that he sings, "I love being black." It's like that. That's like, it's like, yeah, bro. I want you to love yourself. Like you got to, because they may not love you out here.
I say
that was powerful. That was powerful. You know, and for the men, for the guys out there that's listening, you know, your children are watching. You know what I mean? And even when you do your passions, obviously, we know, like, man, I do music. My son ain't got nothing to do with my music, or my son ain't got nothing to do with this and this, but technically they do, because they watching you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I appreciate that, bro. That was definitely a very powerful answer and something that I feel like will inspire somebody to that may be struggling in that area of balance. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right, let's get it, Kyle.
All right, say less. So my question to you is, how does you being conscious of the black killings in our community affect your connection with God?
You understand the question, bro?
Man, how does my relationship with God how does my relationship with God affect how I maneuver, or how does that affect, how does chaos affect my relationship?
How does everything that's happening affect you and your personal relationship with God?
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for the timer first.
All right, yep.
All right, so for me, when chaos is around, my thing is like, I always I'm always like, yo, piece this, piece that. Let me take time. Let me process. Um, it always makes me want to tap in more, because naturally I shut down. I don't want to talk. Most of the time I just tap in more so. Because like I said, I gotta lead by example. I don't want my son running around talking about, yo, let me find everything else that's gonna, you know, uh, do something for me. If God is the biggest influence, well, God is the biggest influence in your life. So, yeah, it just, I feel like it just grows my relationship, especially because trial, builds character. If that makes sense.
I had to stop it when you said trial builds character. It's like, no, mic drop.
And 100, bro.
That resonated.
I sure.
Trial builds character. That's deep.
Indefinitely.
That's the duality once again coming back around. You know what I'm saying? To spin the block on your perspective. You feel me?
Yeah.
So let's get it, Julio, with the keys.
Say less. All right, my question to you is, if you could sum up the message of your music into a mission statement, what would that be?
Straightforward. Let's get it.
All right. So, um, straightforward. I would say God centered and authentic. Um, if you listen to anything that I make, you know, whether it be for my wife, whether it be about my kids, whatever, I'm always authentic. Authentic. Um, in one of my songs, I say, my people don't got no plan. No wonder their big dreams perish. It's like, yo, without a plan, people perish. So it's like, yo, if I don't have a plan for my son's life, I don't have a plan for my marriage, um, stuff fails. So, um, yeah, plan, dream, keep it godly, focus. That's the best way I can say it.
Straight like that. Well worded, my brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. He bodied rapid fire, bro.
I sure.
Man, you know.
There you go, cap.
If we was rapid
Legend, bro.
firing
I'm
on
like,
them,
oh.
if we hit him with the rapid fire, my man was doing the Neo. You know what I mean? Just answering, dodging them joints.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I sure.
Yeah, some questions, bro. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it had to happen. I really appreciate Kyle, man. You know what I'm saying, for that. So let's get it. So let's move on. We're not gonna be on her too much longer, but we can't not do this. You know what I'm saying? And so we just to open up the floor in that time, of when they created the Razzle Dazzle and it shifted the whole world and kind of put certain things on lock. Um, we dealt with or still dealing with a form of PTSD from that, you know what I'm saying, in many ways. And so even the aspect of just being social. I know for me in real life, sometimes I be kind of little. I'm very selective. Even I ain't even really trying to go in nobody's house. Like I'm like, let's meet outside. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, and I know that's a form of PTSD in itself of what happened. So we could talk about that aspect of it and the police brutality aspect of it because what they did was they trapped everybody in their home, and so all you're doing is on your phone on technology, and all you see on technology is killings.
And what they
Of,
show.
of exactly,
Yeah, that's deep.
So I think actually to make this very simple, this is a Shadow Work Sundays type of strategy. I think we all can just go one by one and just speak on how that time affected our life. You know what I'm saying? And me and we can obviously kind of counter our story, so we can go last.
Say less. So I'll go first then. Around that time when the razzle dazzle was going on, um, it really put me in a place of real deep observation. You dig what I'm saying? Because I was never the one that really liked to go with the crowd. If the crowd is going this way, I want to see what y'all is going the opposite way for. I'm gonna go the other way and see what y'all doing. So the whole time, people were wearing masks and doing all these different things that had to do with that time frame that we're in. I wasn't doing none of it. And what I really started to notice was that everybody was starting to become very post-traumatic stress. They was coming stressed post-traumatically, to where it really even carried on still to this day. I still see it to this day where people will do certain things, as far as wear a mask, or they will put a mask on just to cough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not even thinking what's really happening, what's really going on. So like for me, it really just helped me to understand how this whole paradigm can put something in your face and shift your whole lifestyle like that. And if you are going along with the flow of the collective, you're gonna be under that state of hypnosis as well. You dig what I'm saying? So anytime I see something mass happening with the collective, I sit back and I just observe, because 9 times out of 10, the first people that's running along with the train, something bad gonna happen to them. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna sit and reflect and see what's really to all these things. You dig what I'm saying? So, like I said, for me, it was really just seeing a lot of how it affected people around me. You dig what I'm saying? And seeing how it just brought more of that third dimensional program mindset out that I didn't even know most people had. You dig what I'm saying? So it allowed me to really just break free from all of that.
Shit.
All right, what's good, Julio?
I'm gonna say, during that time, it was very interesting to see. I, as well as Kai, was kind of on observation mode, and beyond the razzle dazzle with, the pandeezy, the pandemic. I also noticed that they were upping the fear tactics for our people specifically. So while this whole thing was going on, there was a lot of fear tactics, making people fear catching certain things, making people fear being in the space of other people. But at the same time, there were these killings being highlighted of our people. So it was almost like the entire country was being run through a fear, what I call a psyop, or a psychological operation of fear. But at the same time, they were doubling down on our community by highlighting those shootings. And the way I see it is
buck breaking.
Exactly. And the way I see it is, police brutality, police killings, that happens every day. It's been happening since policing has been a thing. But whenever you can see an increased frequency of killing after killing, I'm a firm believer in anything that you see happening on the news or in the political arena is done very intentionally for you to see. And it's put in front of you to coax a reaction out of you, or to coax an emotion out of you, right? So when you start to see these strings of killings on the news, you have to ask yourself, why are they highlighting these things to me here and now? And like I said, police brutality goes on every day. So it was very interesting to me that they were using this time of the pandemic to also double down on that fear programming when it comes to us and the police. And I felt like that just added to the, nobody wanted to go outside. We were not only scared of the things that they were talking about health-wise, but we were scared to go outside and get gunned down. So I felt like that was just a very interesting time of, intentionally showing, like Kai said, kind of intentionally butt breaking us with fear programming, but specifically, with police brutality. So we can get deep on that, man. In my personal opinion, I think a lot of that stuff is, I won't say staged, but I think a lot of that stuff is put together.
It is staged, bro. It's just
facts. And
some of the biggest stories are staged. We ain't gonna go in.
A lot of that
Kanye
stuff,
West me, but yeah.
a lot of that stuff is put together in a particular way, like I said, to coax a certain emotion out of you. So that was just for me. It was just like watching people, go crazy in multiple respects. It's like people couldn't understand why we're still getting killed in the street the way we are. They couldn't understand why, we were on lockdown. And yeah, I would say anything that's to be learned from it is that you know, regardless of what we see on the news and regardless of what's highlighted to us, we always have to keep a victory mindset about us, right? Even though we see ourselves being murdered in the media, we still have to keep in mind that you know, it's being highlighted for a particular purpose. That just because there's 3 newsreels going on about, you know, people getting gunned down, that the reality of our story as a collective and as a people isn't that of a victim. You know, and I feel like a lot of the times they spin those stories to keep that victim mentality alive in us. That, like, you know, because if we didn't see or hear about these things, we wouldn't be able to think like, oh man, that's so terrible how they're doing our people. You know, so it's this constant reminder of a narrative that we buy into when we hear things like that, because we automatically take on that victim mentality, you know, like, oh man, they're still doing this to us, or, you know, how could they? And
Right.
you know, it kind of goes over people's heads that, like, you're playing into, you know, to the game in a certain respect by constantly putting your mind on, you know, the fact that we're being victimized. That just continues to kind of keep us, you know, unaware of what and who we truly are, because we're constantly seeing ourselves as the victim. You know, because that's all we get to see.
No, for sure. I agree 1,000%. So you said something, and I want to just speak on this from my perspective. That a lot of us were concerned about walking outside and getting gunned down. Shit, not me. I got, bro, I tell you, I got strapped, and I was riding around with that thing on my lap at all times. My concern was Queen and Slim. Truthfully, and I hope y'all get that metaphor that I'll just put out there. But it wasn't about them taking us out, because that didn't make sense to me. When I watched these videos, I would get aggravated because I would get frustrated with the people that's filming. I would get frustrated with people that's just standing around. I would get frustrated with the fact that we don't gotta take this, bro. This is America. You know how many people got guns in America? Like, no cap. Being real. You know, and y'all letting these people just go wherever they want to go and just kill people, and y'all putting out y'all phones. That's crazy to me. So I was always in the place with me and my wife, we out there, we doing our thing, and at that time I'm doing delivery and things like that, and you know, we doing, you know, so I'm really in that type of headspace. You know, I'm telling my mama, I'm from my mama, and she like, son, you need to calm down, like, cause she trying to talk to me about it, and I'm like, not me, it won't be me. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be, they need to be, you know, like, because I never liked bullies, and it was like they was bullying our people. That's what it seemed like. I want our people to feel like the big bad wolf is just coming and we helpless. Nah, we're not helpless. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that was honestly my perspective and how I was dealing with it. You know, truthfully, it was from a low vibrational aspect, but then not really from a, I feel like, channeling the ancestors aspect, where I was angry, and I wasn't in fear. I was angry, and don't get me wrong, some of that fear could have been derived from. I mean, some of that anger could have been derived from fear. You know what I'm saying? But how I was being projected was anger. You know what I'm saying? And truthfully, Weez was the balance in that, and my wife, obviously, of course, so she's gonna make sure that I don't just flash out. You know what I'm saying? But because she's not on that type of time neither. You know, but also talking to another man, I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? How you rocking? You know, and we having these balanced conversations, you know, because bro, he's on the opposite end of that spectrum. Where he feeling like, my nigga, I could be in the car, bro, and then it just go down. And he not even confrontational. He gonna be respectful to the, and they don't care about none of that. What they were showing us. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I just think that for me, it happened. It is what it is. The police aspect of it didn't really affect me the way the razzle dazzle did. You know, that situation, even with certain family members, you know, putting certain things in their body that alters them. I didn't want to be around them. I didn't want to be around nobody that was following anything. Now, if you did that, don't even come around me. You know, so therefore now I'm not even being around certain family members. You know, and then to take it even deeper, and this is where Weez world come all the way into full circle in it. This is going on, and his wife is pregnant. So we have to be super careful. Like we're not just thinking about us as we're thinking about this baby.
Yep.
So it put us on like super high alert. And then I'm the type of person like in my conscious phase, I'm studying everything. I know everything about everything. They almost getting frustrated with me. I'm telling them I got information on information on information about everything. So if baby's dying, I'm saying it. If this is dying, I'm yeah, we gotta do this. We gotta so that fear, I can say looking back now, I wasn't trying to be. I was focused on being a voice of awareness, but I was kind of like a promoter of the fear, because I was indulged in the information so much. I wanted to make sure that we was good, and I felt like it was my responsibility. At the end of the day, that's how I always feel. It's just how I am. It's my responsibility to make sure none of us get sick. Like in the sense of information wise, if there's anything, and me and bro got into a few not arguments but disagreements about that because it brings friction in the home. Like Kai said, he ain't wearing no mask. What about somebody that say we should be wearing masks? Now, me and Kai getting into it because Kai going out not wearing a mask. Everywhere I go, I wear a mask. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of conversations and things that we were dealing with. So, but to this day, family, I ain't gonna lie, I still wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no shame in it at all. Now I'm not from the coffin no mask. That's ridiculous. But because I was like, that's crazy. I see people sneezing their mask. Like that's disgusting. But I know me wearing a mask is psychological. At this point, bro, and Wes we used to tell you, it's about how something like I'm the type of person I don't want nobody over my food, like breathing on my food. That's why I don't eat out. But if you look weird, you got that razzle dazzle. Like that's how I was looking. It was just like if you dirty, you got that razzle dazzle. If your nose nostrils too big, you got that razzle dazzle. I was kind of like extra.
Your oxygen intake is above 77%. You're wilding, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna lie. I would just say for me, I don't really have too much of it affecting me in my life now. But for the family that do, I would just say understand it was an agenda. It wasn't really as real as it was just as fake. And like Kai said, there have been millions of them before, and they gonna probably try something else this year. So, just know it's not real. What's real is you and your immune system.
I got my turn. So I only got like 5 minutes because got to tend to the.
No, for sure.
But so for me, it was more like so. Backstory. Everything went down. Me and bro, was having conversation. My wife didn't know for a month because the thing is, she was so wrapped in social media. I had made a bet, and so she was off. She was off the phone for a month. So in my head, I had a month to come up with a game plan. And so even creating this game plan, I realized you can't protect your wife and your kids from everything. You can only prepare them. And so that's literally I'm learning. Me and bro talking, looking at stuff, making sure that we got toilet paper, making sure we got food, and because we ain't it's too many of us in here. You know what I'm saying? So and during that time, the police situation happened, and I was like, that was the first time it just clicked, and I was trying to process it. That I was like, yo, all these times, mom got me watching The Color Purple and all these other slavery movies, and, police brutality type stuff, and white only fountains, and it's cool to watch, you know what I'm saying? But when they start acting and it started to play out in your life, then the movies start become reality, and it's like, oh snap, like yo, like what me and mine gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no gun. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no savings. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't did nothing. And then along with this, during that time, I was starting to change my diet. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? I was taking on everything at once, and so I was just like, man, it was so much pressure to do stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and we created music in the middle of all of this, um, and like like it made me realize that, um, for me, like being a man is more so about preparation rather than just going out providing everything from a job. So even if so for me, if I teach my son how to, my son, my daughter how to act, or whatever in front of police officers, that's preparation. That's not me being fearful. It's like, yo, you got to be prepared. How do you got, like some black people got a black and a white voice. That's preparation. You know what I'm
Code
saying?
switching.
Yeah. So it's just like, and that literally that's what it taught me. And so I ain't never thought about buying no gun before. And then Manifest was like, yo, bro, you might want to think about it. And so I've been thinking about it, and my wife finally approved a couple months ago, and I was like, all right, bet. And so now we just finna start making moves. But it's just, I realized, like, being a man really is about preparation. Like, the more prepared you are, like, it's just better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if everything goes down and you know how to farm, you can make money, you can feed your family.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what it taught me. So it rocked my world, but it was like, okay, like it needed to happen.
No, that's deep. That's deep. I want to speak on one little thing real quick before you leave. And if you can do, I'm gonna say this one thing. We play Native Indigenous. We'll close the whole episode.
I
You know
bet.
what I'm saying? But I want to speak on whenever them people was outside. Remember it was like they was lit, bro. It was like the SWAT team outside or something. We didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
You
I
know,
forgot
this
that.
during COVID, this during like the shutdown time, like because Arizona really they didn't really follow that shit. They was like, we gonna be outside, y'all. The nigga was going live. The mayor was like, we ain't even follow none of what the government talking about. You know what I mean? Arizona's too beautiful. It's beautiful outside. He said, go outside. Like he was.
That was on their Texas vibes.
Yeah, the mayor was hilarious. But point is, we end up having to shut down. Like, well, it was like, like the government mandated like everybody. So the curfew stuff, man, these people outside, bro. We like, but I don't know if they had, if it wasn't a tank. I know these niggas had a big ARs. It was probably like
Like that.
15. You said what?
It was like an armored truck, like the
bro, like
truck SWAT comes out of. That they had one of them,
bro. These
in this
niggas
apartment complex, bro.
right outside the apartment, like right where we at, like they right outside the apartment. You know what I'm saying? So, after that, I got that strap. I was like, bro, because I remember I was in the tweet. I was like, bro, we gotta figure out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they finna do. I don't know if they finna try to force the vaccine on niggas. I don't know what y'all. I just said it. At that time, you know what I'm saying? That's what
Right.
they were doing those fear tactics. So you thinking that nigga about to be coming to the door? That's why I said in that song. You know what I'm saying? Let me fight for you. That she ain't taking that. You know what I'm saying? The queen ain't taking that. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I say. So let's get in, family, for the sake of Weez, man. Really for everybody, because we got 2 more episodes, coming up. So we almost hit 2 hours. So we're gonna play Native Indigenous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go stream more next. I love being black. It's on all platforms. Like I said, my name should be King Cross. So it's under King Cross and Weez a Satellite Kid. And then tonight, it should be on all platforms, the part 2, which is with Weez a Satellite Kid and King Manifest, and it's called Legendary. So y'all go run that up as well. And then I would say sometime tomorrow we officially have a playlist on Intergalactic when y'all can come on here and check out, if y'all want to check out the videos and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yes, sir. So let's get it.
Who taught you to hate race that you belong to. So much so that you don't want to be around each other. Come together against the common enemy.
Native, indigenous, future month. This for the tribe who got us. Put in their face what you hiding for. We more than black, they lie to us. As a collective, we rising up. Tell the enemy the time is up. Somebody tell me who got us. Nobody speaking up. Ayy, my ancestors wasn't afraid. All they told us is we were some slaves. I learned not to trust what you say. We ain't all come from Africa. Who the people did they take this land from? It's the eyes we've been in America. That's why they kill us and they bury us. There's no one on this land more powerful. You give life to the life that power you. Peace to the goddess, we need you to come together as a people. I study ancient Kim and ancient Egypt. Everything ain't what you think it is. It make us focus on Africa like America ain't got pyramids. Native, indigenous, future month. This for the tribe who got us up. Put in their face what you hiding for. We more than black, they lie to us. As a collective, we rise up. Tell the enemy the time is up. Somebody tell me who got us up. Nobody speaking up. Deep down in my soul, I'm ready for war. I'm ready to build after we destroyed the system, of course. I ain't have a choice. I gave it black, a divorce.
Lately aware of my heritage. Lately been harder to bury it. Heavy that harder to carry it. People flatline with the strand of the air and them Weez and Devontae, the jeans are comparable. Boy, you feel it, the kid got the flare in them. Where I glow in the dark with the fear in them. Praying and quoting, I'm sipping this spokesman. I'm mentally open. The system be soaking the air out of lungs. Who would I be if I didn't say none? Blessed are the feet that align with the tongue. I do what I say and I say it get done. We need to be on the court. Ignorance we can't afford. No, we can't fail to explore. My people don't know where we from, where we born. There's more than what's meeting their eyes. The truth always covered in lies. What's crazy where most of them reside. Readily trading the truth for the sky.
Indigenous future. This for the tribe who got us up. Put in their face what you hiding for. We more than black, they lie to us. As a collective, we rise up. Tell the enemy the time is up. Somebody tell me who got us up. Nobody speaking up. Deep down in my soul, I'm ready for war. I'm ready to build after we destroyed the system, of course. I ain't have a choice. I gave it black, a divorce.
They told us that we evolved from primates. Is that what your theory is? Nah, my kin come from Syria. We was seated in life through the planet Greed. This really USA land, the land of Lemuria, a wonderland. To marry is what an ink is Aztecs and Olmecs stored our knowledge in. See the best way for the government to hide our story is right under our nose. Then they tell us we all came from one place that someone named Afrikaners went and stole. We native indigenous, we native original. They keep digging up our bones. That's why we taking back our home. Native indigenous month. This is a native indigenous life. We taking what's left and making it right. Native indigenous rise. It's God. Native indigenous rise. It's God. It's God. Native indigenous rise. I am what I am. You are what I am now. Native indigenous rise. Native indigenous rise. Native indigenous rise.
Can we ride? Yeah. Hey.
Who taught you that?
Hey. Peace, love, light, abundance, prosperity, healing, and wholeness to the family. Much gratitude to Weez, the Satellite Kiid, for sharing the space, you know what I'm saying, and sharing his light and his frequency and his energy and his love with us tonight. We're going to be back on here tomorrow for a listening party, for another listening party and a vibe. Me and Kai actually are dropping a shadow work project called Shadow Realm. So y'all go tap in with us tomorrow, same time, another party. And as y'all know, per usual, Shadow Work Sundays, we're tapping into the inner child. So once again, much gratitude to the family.
Wholeness, gratitude, and abundance, man.
I say.
Hi, Gino.
This that vibe that they miss. All they talk is homicide. We on the other side of business. This that vibe that they miss. Oh God, I'm a guy and I slide for the fish.